Need a boost? Sometimes all it takes is tapping into your inner cool. Icebreaker's gum helps you unleash the confidence within. Each chew releases a rush of icy flavor powered by cooling flavor crystals, sending a wave of refreshment to reinvigorate all your senses. Icebreaker's convenient pack fits everywhere, from car cup holders to backpack pockets, so you can find your cool wherever you go. Grab Icebreaker's gum online or at a store near you.
When it comes to online college, Southern New Hampshire University is so good, it's scary. Listen, the facts don't lie. SNHU has degree programs that fit your goals, online classes that fit your life, and real support at every step. And if that wasn't enough, they've got some of the lowest online tuition rates in the U.S. This is an airtight case, you guys. Visit snhu.edu/morbid to get started. That's snhu.edu/morbid. Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hey, weirdos. I'm Alaina.
I am Ash.
And with us right now is not George C. Romero, but he was.
Yeah, retroactively. Duh.
Hey, so that was a weird introduction, but we just wanted to throw this cool little bonus episode out there to all of you. We got the opportunity to sit down with George C. Romero.
Dude.
The George C. Romero.
The dude.
He is an actor, he's a writer, a director, he's a producer, he's a creator, he's just an all-around amazing human being.
A renaissance man, if you will.
A renaissance man. He was so much fun to talk to. We literally sat down, the two of us and Caleb from Scream, which if you're not listening to that, go listen to that too. And we basically just shot the shit, talked about what he has coming up. He has some really cool projects that he's working on and some charitable endeavors that were really interesting to find out about.
And some life advice that I literally needed more than I thought I did.
Exactly. So we just wanted to kind of just throw this at you guys as a little extra episode. It's really fun. Give it a listen, and we'll see you guys later. Enjoy.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
We got it.
How are ya?
I'm good. How are you guys? Every time I do the Zoom thing, I have to configure my microphone camera.
So do we.
Same.
Yeah.
We do these weekly and we're still awful at them.
Yeah. How's it going?
Good. We're so excited you're here.
I'm excited to be here. I love the Bowie on the back wall there. Oh,
Thank
man,
you.
your wall's awesome. I'm just in my wood shop.
It looks great.
Hey, man, you got rid of the beard. Just got the mustache rocking now?
I did. I was shaving. I got I'm writing. I'm in weird writing mode lately, so weird shit happens. Can I swear on this?
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Weird shit happens, I'm writing, I think I'm working to deliver the last 7 issues of the Rise comic with heavy metal. I'm getting ready to go do 2 movies back to back, and I'm getting those scripts finished. And so I'm writing all these different things across the board, and it's taking all of these weird hours. And, I think it was one night around 3 a.m. and I said, I'm go shave, because why not? Because at least, it just kind of came out of mustache. So
Looks great.
It does. It looks stunning. So
maybe I'll try to write something and I'll grow a mustache. Maybe it'll work the opposite way.
I like that.
Hey, man, well, speaking of all that, that's what we're here to talk about today. I really just want to know what you have going on, what you're working on, what you're really interested in right now. I kind of just want to leave the floor to you for a little while.
Oh, man, I was not prepared to give a lecture. Jeez.
Well, then we're all hanging up right now.
That's it. Over.
Forget it.
There's a lot of cool stuff going on in crypto. No, I'm just kidding.
You ever heard of Dogecoin?
Those stonks,
huh? That's mostly what I'm working on so much things. Can you tell I'm writing? My brain is I was up last night. I must have just powered through 3/4 of the script last night. I was up till 6. So I'm still firing away at the coffee and the cigarettes, and the whole morning is kind of going. But yeah, I'm working on the Rise is probably been the centerpiece project of my entire life for the last decade plus. Trying to get it done, trying to find the right places, trying to find the right partnerships and people, and trying to find people who wanted to not and this is a tricky thing to say, not find people who wanted to respect my project the way people think that, you know what I mean, that I wanted to find people who wanted to respect the lore, respect the whole world, respect the fans, respect the love, respect everything that this community has come to represent. And it took me over 10 years to find a partner in Heavy Metal Magazine and Diga Studios with that. So and it's funny because after more than a decade, then it was like, okay, hit the gas, and now it's just nonstop. It's just delivering issue after issue after issue of comic book, which is, again, 11 years ago when I came up with this whole idea, somebody said, well, how do you want to do it? And I said, I want to do a comic first. Then I want to maybe do a video game, then maybe some animation, then like live action stuff. And everybody would say, well, you have to do it this way because that's my way, or you have to do it this way because that's my way. And I would always say, great, let's explore it, which would then turn into something, kind of weird. And man, this has just been amazing working with these guys. Like, they get it, and it's such an amazing partnership between me and Heavy Metal for a project like this. There couldn't be a better platform for it, I don't think. And it's been so much fun. And now we're doing a video game. Now we're talking about animation. Now we're talking about all that other stuff. So and those things are moving forward, and it's very, very exciting. And so those are the big things around the Rise. Beyond that, I'm getting ready to go do 2 movies back to back here anytime. I'm literally just kind of like waiting. Like, I have a bag packed by the front door. Like, that's
I love that.
Like how soon we're going, right?
That's the coolest.
But I can't go into a lot of detail about those. But they're going to be super fun, and it's a side of horror that I've always wanted to kind of explore.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's super, super fun. There's a lot of action, and like I don't know, I think they're kind of like I'm trying to bridge the gap between my 2 favorite things, action movies and horror movies. You know what I mean? I should say that the other way around, but you get it, right? So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And then the other big thing I have going on right now is the Veterans Compound, which is a nonprofit that I started for veterans. And that again has been something I've been working on for years. And we just got our 501c3 certification last year. And that's kind of an effort of mine to develop a brick and mortar sort of place here in Kentucky, hopefully on a horse farm, where we can take a couple of classes of retired veterans a year and sort of help them not only learn the profession of filmmaking, but learn how to kind of use the creative side of this industry to process a lot of their experiences. And in the kind of small one-on 3 experiences that I've had with veterans over the past 6-7 years of my life doing this, as much as I personally can, I've seen it work, and I've seen it I've seen it be amazing. I've seen what writing a screenplay can do to help some of our veterans. And so that's a huge thing. That's the other big thing that I'm doing right now.
So just
That's
a couple
so
things you have
cool.
going on. Nothing crazy, right?
Yeah, no, not at all.
That's really cool though, because I don't think enough people look at what like creativity and using your brain in that way can do to like process trauma, process grief. Like, no one really looks at that, but it really can't. Like, that's such a good way of going about it.
Yeah, that's really freaking awesome.
Or process happiness or joy. I mean, a lot of people, like, there's so many people, especially in this world, who, they don't even know how to process the good, right?
Yeah.
Let alone the bad. And maybe that came from something bad, and that's something that happens with a lot of veterans, is they go through so much and then they come home, and when good does happen, it's hard for them to accept and process that. So that's another thing that we focus on, is that it's okay. It's okay to be okay.
Yeah. So
I
I
need to
love
be
that.
happy.
So I had a quick sidetrack question for you. You started talking about how you really love action and horror movies, and I'm sure that kind of goes into your vision of the movies that you make now. I want to ask you, what are some of your favorite action and horror movies?
I have to tell you, I have to be honest with you guys, like, everybody asks me to name my favorite movies, and I generally don't as a rule. But I will say that some of my favorite horror action movies are probably what some would consider some of the worst movies ever made.
Hey, that's like Caleb.
I was going to say,
You guys
Caleb
have
is
that in
on
Right
common.
with you there, partner.
So, but even in some of those movies, there's some genius, and you can if you look for it, you can find it, even if it's just in the fact that somebody chose to use a Steadicam for something that you've never seen anybody use a Steadicam for. Those kind of things. That's the kind of innovation that I think only exists still in the indie world. And I think that the horror community and the horror genre is such an amazing proving and testing ground for that. Because we're the ones out there running around, secured to a helicopter with a belt, as opposed to, like,
You're your own stunt double.
Exactly.
yeah, we're the ones out there going, no, belt will work fine. Don't worry about it.
It'll be cool.
Ask for forgiveness later.
It's like off-brand Tom Cruising it.
Basically, yeah. So, like, we're the ones out there who aren't afraid to go try all the crazy shit. And I think that that's one of my favorite things about it is you have to be a little bit like thrill seeking,
Yeah.
Balls to the wall, man.
a little bit nuts. I
A
think.
little unhinged. That's all.
Yeah.
Sign me
Fire
up.
Russell
I'm
Crowe.
real unhinged.
That's what I love about it.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, that's kind of what I love about horror and action movies too. It's just there are little nuances and weird little things that you will never see in any other genre of movie. I mean, in Hard Ticket to Hawaii, there's a guy with a fucking frisbee with a bunch of razor blades in it. And where else are you going to see that? Like, where else?
You're definitely not going to see that in a Tom Cruise movie.
No.
That's the Mission Impossible.
But I do believe it was probably directly inspired by Odd Job's hat, the Bond guy, the Odd Job
Oh,
hat.
yeah.
You guys know Odd Job. So there you go. So there's an indie guy with no money in love with something from a very mainstream something, and he figured out a way to pay homage to it. At least in my brain, that's how I see it, right? So I'm like, hey, that's beautiful.
What a beautiful bridge.
So I'm sure like most other creatives, you have a vision. What do you want people to see in your work? Like, what are you trying to get out there?
Man, that's another question that I've been asked a couple of times. And no, the reason I say that is because that's not an easy question to answer. I answered it one time and I wasn't super thrilled with the answer I gave, but I think I'm going to try to like ride that into a better one right now. So
Feed off our vibes.
So what I think what I'm trying to get, and it's weird. And again, I'm actively writing. I'm in writing mode, so my writer brain is sort of at the forefront here. And to me, when I think about somebody saying to me, "What is it you're trying to get out there?" I think about the wording of the question, and I think I don't really know that I don't know that my goal was ever to say, "Hey, look what I made," and put it out to the world. My goal is to like get this shit out of my head and out of my heart. And the luckiest thing that ever happened to me was that people found me by obvious pathways. But once they found me through the obvious pathways, they stuck around. So I don't know. I've never been, maybe when I was younger, I thought I was supposed to be a certain way, but then you grow up and you realize you're not supposed to be that way. And then you realize you really just, what I want to get out is I want to get out all the shit that's in my heart and in my head. I think that's mostly it. Right. And anybody who finds it, anytime somebody says they found it, or they liked it, or I get a message or anything, it does me a lot of good because, I don't know. I was not raised to, I don't know how to say it. Does that make any sense? Like, I'm not out there looking to get like massive recognition for doing thing A, right? I just want to put my shit out of myself.
Yeah, it's like a self journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then hopefully people find it and like it, and
Yeah.
apparently people do. So that, you know, it's like super humbling and super fucking rad. And I consider myself lucky every single day I open my eyes. So that, I think, is all I need as an artist, right?
I love that. I've just finished writing the first draft of a book, and it's a
Oh,
horror
yeah?
book. Yeah, and so it's like going through that whole process, and I feel the exact same way. Like you just said that, and I was like, thank you. Because that's anytime someone's asked me a question like that, I'm like, I just needed to get it out. Like it's in there, and it's in my head, and it's in there somewhere, and I just needed to get it out on paper.
Like the day you decided to write it, you didn't sit there and say, oh my God, I've got to write something that I really want to get on the #1 bestseller list, right? You thought, oh my God, if I don't like put this on paper, I may just have like some sort of aneurysm.
Yes, that's
I think if you're doing it the other way, you're doing it the wrong way.
Yeah, I think it turns out better when it's like, because I remember the
'Cause
day
it's
it happened,
real.
it just was like, oh, I have this scene and I need to get it out right now. Like it needs to come out of me. I need to get it on paper, and I'll see what happens.
That's how I start every screenplay. Is I write a scene, like, and I'll take some weird character and write some stupid scene like he's at Starbucks, and then that scene never ends up in the movie.
But you get it out.
But I get it out, and then I get a whole movie out of it.
Yeah, it just spirals
You know what I
out.
Yeah, exactly.
See, we're exactly the same, you and I.
Exactly.
Kindred spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell that you really just have a genuine love for your craft. Like, that answer really just shows that you do it because you enjoy doing it. And I mean, that's what I really love about, you know, the weirdness of the horror community, because it's always been like a fairly tight-knit thing. You know, we're not like the biggest people in the world, but you know that everyone that's really involved sticks to it, like every day, keeps going at it. Like, we really have a love for our craft, and I love hearing that in you, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. You know, it's weird because so many of us, we start out in the indie side of things with the ultimate eventual goal of saying, man, I'd love to direct, you know, this, or I'd love to do that one day. But, you know, your love for it, like, here's something else that I tell people all the time. I tell people, you know, like, when you're starting out, you're going to do this and you're going to do that, right? Like, you're going to write a screenplay, you're going to make movies. And then you start your first movie, and you got all your friends and all your family. Every time you see them, they're like, oh, how's your little movie thing going? You know, oh, well, I just started my 401k. How's your movie life going? Right. And, you know, and you're like, oh, fuck you. I'm happy, you know, and,
It's relatable.
Then,
Yeah, it really is.
But then what happens is, like, you make something, right? And it sucks and everybody hates it. And then you think, fuck, why am I doing this? And then you know, one day, you know, maybe something bad happens, right? And then you make something out of that experience, and then people really respond to it. And then you start thinking to yourself, oh God, well, now I got to do something else. Now people hated one thing, like one thing, they got to like the next thing, or I'm done. So you start putting this pressure on yourself, and then you start thinking, like, well, how am I going to do this? Wait a minute, last time something really bad happened in my life. Maybe I should go make something really bad happen in my life.
I should create this inspiration.
Let's go.
Right? It's time to make bad choices, and, like, you know, all of that stuff.
More fun.
Self-destruction to the extreme.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, and then all of a sudden, you know, everybody's like, oh, how's the little movie thing going? And you're like, well, what? Oh, bad choice. And,
It's going great.
you know, and then you realize one day, you know, you're no longer doing anything. It's what you do. You've made movies, you've made commercials, you've written books and screenplays, and you've done all this stuff, and you've lived a life that allows you to do that. Because I think that if you go back to the greatest writers of all time, every single one of them lived a life, right? But no matter how that life ended, they all lived a night. They all lived a
At
life.
least a
That
night.
too.
At least a night.
We lived both. You never know.
They all lived a life, which, you know, only people who have truly lived a life understand what that means, which I just found out. And that truly living that life is the only thing that gives you the frame of reference you need, I think, to truly be able to explore the outer edges of your own creative writing. Because if you can't push your own comfort level, you can't push anything. But to get back to the original point, the idea is, one day you're starting out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. The next thing you know, you make a movie. Everybody's like, oh, I saw your little movie. And then you're like, oh, yeah, thanks. It really sucked. Have a good day.
Let's chat about it.
You know, and then the next one you make, and then people are like, hey, I saw your new movie. And their tone changes. And you're like, oh, thanks. And then all of a sudden you realize that your entire support structure, most of your life has been sort of like, you know, you've been that, oh, he's that guy. He's the creative. He'll,
Pat.
we just, he'll be fine. We're whatever. But then what you realize is that those people are acting out of jealousy because they don't have the balls to dive in and live the life necessary to be an artist, right?
I feel like I needed this.
I know, right? This feels like
Seriously.
I'm like, yes.
And then one day you look back and you realize you're no longer saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. One day you look back and you say, I've done this and I've done that. And you're no longer going to be this or you're going to be that. You are that. And then you have to choose how much of you is defined by what you now are. And then you get through all these weird fucking other creative struggles. And then if you're lucky, you come out on the other side with some light and love in your life. And everything kind of just evolves.
I love that answer.
That was the best answer I think I ever could have imagined.
That was great.
You're a humble guy. What a humble guy.
I'm just some asshole.
Me too.
A humble asshole.
Name the episode that.
Humble assholes.
I'm digging is that Dante Tomaselli's Inferno on the wall behind you?
Dario Argento's, actually.
Dario Argento's. Sorry. I was thinking of a buddy of mine.
I know, his wall is really cool.
Your wall's the best. I love it.
I've got just one important one up.
Hey, you got Bowie.
Right now.
You got Bowie. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Bowie.
You really can't.
Especially not as Jareth.
Yeah.
So my son just made a bunch of money around the art. He just went out and he's like, I said, what do you want to do? He said, I want to go buy some vinyl. And he bought like a shitload of Bowie.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
You've done it right.
Just super proud.
That's a proud moment right
Proud
there.
dad
Our
moment.
nephew just did that, actually.
Yeah, actually.
That's so weird that you say that.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with the conversation whatsoever, but just because I'm craving a cigarette right now, what do you smoke?
Camel.
Camel?
Yeah, like if I'm working, if I'm actively working, I smoke American Spirits. I smoke.
Yeah, that's what I used to smoke.
But if I'm writing, Camels, and if I'm writing like a lot, I'll smoke like, Lucky Strikes. So
I worked with a waitress that only did Lucky Stripes, and I was like, wow, that's a lot.
No filter Lucky Strikes, just like trying to channel the 40s.
I love
like
that.
With the keyboard.
Get some Virginia Slims out there.
Oh God, let's not talk about those. I feel like for the people that don't smoke, this is such a useless conversation, but I feel like for people that know, like, I feel like the type of cigarette that someone smokes really is like a defining characteristic of them,
Oh, interesting. Okay. What do you smoke?
So I've gone inside. I used to be on Camel 99s pretty much like the majority of my life, and then for a while I was on Parliaments, and now I'm on the menthol, so I'm on Marble Smooth.
Interesting.
What does it mean if someone has literally never smoked a cigarette?
Have you never tried one in your entire life?
It means you're going to live longer than all of us.
All right, cool. I'll take it.
It means I took the fall for being the bad kid in the family.
Wait, guys, don't go light on her. It means you're a nerd, Alaina.
She's a narc.
I'll take it.
It means you're not cool.
You're not cool like us. Fine,
Let's
I'll
peer
leave.
pressure Elena together.
I'll leave.
How the hell do you think you can write? You never had a cigarette. Jeez.
I know, dude. Look, you never like stood on the side of the wall with like your legs crossed, like dragging on your cigarette with your two fingers. Like, come on, dude.
I know.
Right.
I feel like I'm missing a life experience. With
No,
that,
you know what she
actually.
does though? She like quadruples the coffee that I've ever seen anyone
That's
consume
true.
in my entire life.
Yeah, when I write, I drink like copious amounts of caffeine.
Yeah,
so
it's a lot.
I make up for it that way, I think.
I'm a coffee fiend, and in fact, I actually have a coffee roast coming out. So that's
Ooh.
something
Oh, hell
else
yeah.
that's coming cool. Yeah, so that's coming out through Dead Sled Coffee. So that'll be out soon.
I'm excited about that.
I'm just waiting. It's like it's going to be like a Tanzanian tea berry roast, like a single origin thing, and I'm super into it right now.
Did you have to like try a bunch of beans first? Were you just like crazy for a little bit?
We're going through that whole process now, so
You're gonna be real shaky.
I'm jealous of that process, actually.
like I drink more coffee than humans probably should.
I feel that.
I actually get shaky if I don't have coffee. It's
Yeah,
like the
I'm the
opposite
same
for
way.
me.
Yep.
Hey, man, whenever that gets finalized and you get a name and whatnot, send it to us. We'll let everyone know. Come and
Hey,
try
that'd be
George
awesome.
C. Romero's coffee.
Hell
Yes.
That'd be
yeah.
awesome. It's super cool to be on your show, guys. It's an awesome show.
Oh, thank you
thank
so
you.
much. It's super cool to have you on here.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, George, thank you so much for coming. This was a really great conversation, and we thank you for taking time out of your day to talk to us. So to close this out, if there's any projects or anything that you're doing that you really want people to know about, you want people to be aware of, or if you just have any words or plugs, the floor is yours.
I think the biggest thing is to just kind of like, look, here's what I've learned in this weird trip, man, has been that the thing that gets in the way of, I think, people's success is that they keep shifting their focus, right? They keep shifting their focus to what they think that they can make a success out of. I think what I've learned is that while your goalpost may move distances, it can never move trajectory, right? So, problem is that takes a long, long time. So I don't really know what to tell people other than to just kind of thank those who have kind of believed in me and stuck with this journey so far, and to say that there's kind of no telling what's coming at this point, but it's all really, really cool. And the best way to kind of stay apprised of that is to just go to romeropictures.com, where you can sign up for a newsletter and you can do all that other jazz. And but it has links to everything, and I put all the big news up there. So I'm not really, I think I hit on everything, man. I'm doing The Rise. I'm doing, I did Cold Dead War for heavy metal.
Oh, I wanted to ask you about that. That was really cool.
A lot of fun.
That's a really cool concept.
And the fourth one is about to come out. So, and that'll be the last one. It's a 4-part series. And then The Rise, and then the Veterans Compound, and I'm going to do these movies. So there'll be some announcements about these movies coming up pretty soon. And, all of that stuff will get funneled out through romeropictures.com.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about everything. We really appreciate it.
Thank you guys for, caring,
Hell yeah.
Of course, this was great. And again, like, if you have anything, like, once all this stuff starts coming out and whatnot, send it our way. Just send it over to, I'm sure you have the email. If you don't, I'll send it to you right now. Just hit us up, I'm more than happy to share your stuff and let people know what you got going on.
Yeah, you're welcome back anytime you want to come back.
If you want to come back, no pressure.
I'd love to come back. And I'll look out for that email, and we'll do it, man. And it's been a trip, and like The Rise, the first issues of The Rise are already out now, so you can get those in comic book stores. They also appear in the Heavy Metal magazine. You can get the first 3 issues of Cold Dead War, so those things are out. And just stay tuned, because we're just making mad, crazy announcements right and left. We've got some stuff coming in the digital crypto space, and in the world of NFTs and things like that. So there's very, very cool things happening all around, and I just can't thank everybody who's interested in sticking around to find out about it. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, George. Thank you.
Yeah,
this was great.
Awesome. Have a great day, guys.
You too. Good luck with everything.
Thanks.
Alaina and Caleb, they met through some tweets. Exchanged some digits, now life is so sweet. Zooming all the time to record new episodes. Slanging the jokes to make our heads all explode. On PCP, I'm trapped inside a VHS. Scream, baby, scream, you know who do it the best. Through Anna's eyes, the team is ready to go. Fighting around the world, shout out to Russell Crowe. Oh, space penis and endless corn. I've wanted to scream since the day I was born. Best friends ever, truly the greatest team. Eggs, 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 we just living the dream. Space penis and endless corn. I've wanted to scream since the day I was born. Best friends ever, truly the greatest team. Eggs, 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 we just living the dream. Internet homies, yeah, we tight like that. You wanna mess with Scream? Well, we might fight back. I'm still in that VHS bad drug experience. A window that is secret. Johnny Depp, are you hearing this? We top notch, podcasting the day away. What you say? Friendship on full display. My penis is in space, if you think that is odd. I'm wishing for endless corn and eggs for the squad. Space penis and endless corn. I've wanted to scream since the day I was born. Best friends ever, truly the greatest team. Eggs, 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 we just living the dream. Space penis and endless corn. I've wanted to scream since the day I was born. Best friends ever, truly the greatest team. Eggs, 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 we just living the dream. Space penis and endless corn. I've wanted to scream since the day I was born. Best friends ever, ever, truly the greatest team. Eggs, 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 we just living the dream. Space penis and endless corn. I've wanted to scream since the day I was born. Best friends ever, truly the greatest team. Eggs, 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 we just living the dream. And endless corn. I've wanted to scream since the day I was born. Best friends ever, truly the greatest team. Eggs, 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 we just living the dream. Space penis and endless corn. I've wanted to scream since the day I was born. Best friends ever, truly the greatest team. Eggs, 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 we just living the dream.
Ever ask yourself, why do some pads feel so crunchy? Meet Kotex Bamboo, the pad changing the game when it comes to comfort. Kotex Bamboo is gentle on skin with a breathable viscose top layer made from bamboo, so you can really feel the difference. Check out Kotex.com for more details on the all-new Kotex, completely redesigned to meet your needs. You asked, we heard.
You know that feeling when you come home late from work and those puppy dog eyes just pierce right through your soul? Or when you're packing for a trip and your cat refuses to leave your suitcase? Yeah, we've all been there. Pet parent guilt is real. And you know what? It's completely normal. That's exactly why Hill's Pet Nutrition exists. They understand that being a pet parent means being human, with all of our imperfections and daily juggling acts. Hill's science-led nutrition helps you give more love than humanly possible. Whether it's those long work days or trying to balance attention between multiple pets, Hill's Pet Nutrition gets it. They've created science-based nutrition that supports your pet's lifelong health so you can feel confident even when life gets hectic. Because you're only human, there's Hill's. Science does more. Ready to let go of the guilt? Find the right food at hillspet.com/podcast. That's hillspet.com/podcast.